We're live.
Hello, YouTube. We are here. As we get started, click that like button. Subscribe.
Smash it.
Smash that bell.
Ding.
Whatever the kids say these days.
I don't think they say that, do they?
Oh, yeah.
Do they still say
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
A couple of them say it.
Sure. Gotta smash it.
Yeah,
You know how
smash
many-
it.
They're in their 20s
You know how many
now.
iPads I've broken by smashing the bell button?
I don't think you should do that.
Oh, man. I don't know if anybody's watching
Yeah,
right
we
now.
have Vance in
There's a
the
couple
in the
people.
chat.
Hey,
It
Vance.
says Happy Geektober. He should know by now. It's Happy Hallow
Geek. How's it spelled, Chris? Hallow Geek?
This last year we had this
How
big
it sounds.
discussion.
Hello,
Hello.
geek. Hello, geek. There's a W.
I don't know when we'll start Hallow Geek because we've got tonight. We have
I mean-
Visions, Star Wars Visions, Roundtable, and then I guess we need to do Marvel What If because Ray's ready for that one,
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
ready.
and then we'll get into Skelehost will come back.
He is.
Now Sean has
He
not
was
met
asking.
Skelehost. This is Sean, by the way, everybody that's watching.
Sean.
He is
Hi,
not.
y'all.
He doesn't know who Skelehost is. He's our guest
don't
host
either.
that comes in. Chris is
I've-
never here when he's
I've
here.
never met him.
Hey, Sean.
I wonder if you'll get to meet
Never.
him this year.
I don't know. I'll try.
Why not?
But he's like he just comes around when I'm not around for some reason.
Rose is a visitor.
Oh.
Anyways. All right, let me get my phone. Let me get my stuff turned on so I'm ready to go.
Well, as you were taking off your glasses, I thought it was gonna be like a Superman thing, like oh my God, it's Skelehost. Oh,
He's
put it back on.
never.
Skelehost.
Do it.
Oh, Skelehost.
Oh, Sean, you'll get to see.
Where did Chris go?
Skelehost if you keep watching. After this, you may not watch us anymore.
He can go back to past episodes if he wants to.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that too.
Go back to last October. I don't know if we were we live
He
streaming
could.
then? I don't even remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been pointless for a skeleton to be on the screen.
That's
Yeah. We started last summer.
It sounded amazing though.
It all runs
Yes.
together. It
That's
all-
right.
Great puppetry.
Yeah.
Too bad no one can see it.
Maybe you were just doing it just for us. You know? Just for us. Anyways, you guys ready to start the show?
Sure.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I got some new Kyber
was
crystals I
very
can show you later.
Oh.
Off there.
Okay.
Man, you tease me every time.
I know. I can set it up.
Off there.
So you'll be disappointed when you see
I
that.
was waiting for Ryan to open his jacket. I got some Kyber crystals I can show you.
I
guys.
do. I don't
Those
know.
aren't Kyber
Well, they're just rough copies. So I won't
Just
show
like
them
on
to everybody.
Visions.
They're very first stages. But anyways. All right. Here we go. We ready? In 3. Remember, it's a family show. In 2. And hello and welcome to iamGEEK. This is episode 211. My name's Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Katrin. And tonight, we don't just have one guest. We have 2 guests, but not 3, because that would just be too many. Katrin couldn't keep up. There would be too many people on the
That'd
screen.
be too many.
It would be wild.
It's like get crazy.
The master of the Roundtable, the animator of all animators, Ray Chase is back with us.
Hello.
I like to say animator of all animators because it makes my brother feel bad because he's also an animator.
I know. I was
Oh.
gonna say it's like
No,
Oh.
it's completely like it's valid. It's a valid statement.
And first time guest, the curator of Kyber crystals, the man who knows it all because he has them all. He's like the Pokemon
Pokemon.
Pokemon
He's like the Pokemon.
trainer of Kyber crystals. He's got them all. Yeah.
Not quite, but unfortunately pretty close.
That's a good thing, though. Shaun Renslow is here with us. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Thanks for having me here.
Hey, we're welcome to have you here. We love having guests on. We're going to have some fun. And this, we're talking about Star Wars Visions tonight in a little bit. And you're probably the guy to talk to because this whole series, basically, they focused on Kyber crystals every episode, pretty much. Just about.
That and continuously saying, I don't feel good about this.
That's right.
Yes.
So I noticed every episode, I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you have a bad feeling about this? That's one of the lines.
You have a bad feeling about being on iamGEEK.
I always have a bad feeling.
Ask me in an hour and I'll tell you that.
All right, so before we jump in that, we got some news. Yeah, we got to raise the budget on sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
You have a budget?
No. Yeah, just make it higher. This is a big week for Star Wars fans. Not only has Star Wars Visions, we're going to talk about that, has ended. Well, it sort of all came out at once, so it sort of ended as soon as it began. But also, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser at Galaxy's Edge in Orlando, Florida, has started taking reservations as of yesterday. I think 2 days. Yeah. Today was DVC and annual pass, I think. I think yesterday was if you lived in Golden Oaks or part of Club 33.
If you're stinking rich. That was yesterday.
Yeah, the people that can afford it.
Yeah, yeah. They called and they
Pocket
said,
change.
here's the amount you owe. And they were like, oh, hold on. I think I have that in some folding money in my pocket.
Yeah, I'd like to stay for 5 weeks, please. Just charge my card. But, yeah, thank you.
Just reach into the couch and see if you can find $10,000.
So they've started the, I think the average wait time has been at least 6 hours on the phone.
Oh, that's not bad.
And, some people have been waiting way longer than that. Most people have been waiting all that time, and then they get somebody on the phone and they go, oh, we're sorry, the queue is full right now. You'll have to call back.
But with Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, doesn't that just get rid of all that and solve all of our problems? No? Oh.
You would think. I mean, you pay extra money for it. You should get it, just be able to get right through on the phone too.
Have you noticed that Genie Plus, after that first announcement, there has been silence on it? There hasn't been anything about it?
Disneyland Paris is dropping their rates.
Good.
Yeah, I read that today. I didn't read the actual. I didn't read the article. I just read the headline. That they were lowering the price on that. So I don't know. Maybe after all the positive feedback they got after the announcement, they were like, "Whoa, maybe we need to rethink this." I
did hear a rumor that if you do opt for the Genie Plus, that you can only get a Lightning Lane pass for you can only ride the ride once. You couldn't be like, I want to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train all day long. You pay for it once, and then that's all you get. That was a rumor.
You can only Lightning Lane it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, anyways, so I think part of the problem is that what we've seen with the Star Wars booking is that they don't have the capacity to deal with the influx of all this.
From what I've heard, they've been learning a lot about their capacity lately. Like during the 50th, they couldn't handle all of the mobile ordering that you have to do now.
Yeah.
Like everybody was trying to order at the same time, and they ended up taking orders on paper because they weren't equipped to take them at the registers like they used to.
And you were waiting
was that a product of the system, or was that they just weren't staffed?
I don't know.
Enough?
I mean, supposedly the systems, just couldn't handle it, and they
just overloaded the system,
and you couldn't do anything. But it could have also been.
It was like a 2-hour wait.
Was it also though the same day that Facebook went down? Was that No, that was a different day.
No, it was a different day. Yeah, that was a different day. Yeah, people
Facebook,
were
Instagram, AT&T.
Yeah, people were ordering their lunch at breakfast time.
Yeah,
so they would get it at lunchtime,
but that's the catch-22 with mobile ordering. I mean, I've noticed it even with Starbucks. Is it's like when you have actual people coming through, you can figure out like these are sort of the trends. This is how many people we need to have working. These are the days. These are the times. When you have mobile ordering, you have all these ghost orders, which, it could be one day where you've got like 50 people hitting it, and then another day when no one's hitting it. So it's hard to sort of like accommodate and plan for how many actual customers are coming through because, like you're describing, if there's an influx all of a sudden, they're not prepared for that. And then the next day they could be, and then like almost nobody mobile orders. So it's kind of a weird system because you're dealing with phantom customers.
For sure.
Yeah.
Lots of ghosts.
Lots of ghosts. Right. So the people that could get through to the Galactic Star Cruiser's hotline that booked, I had a couple people. One person I read on Facebook, and they shared because I'm part of this group, that Galactic Star Cruiser group. I would love to go, but it's probably never going to happen. I'd have to sell a whole lot of Kyber crystals to be able to go, because it would just be me going by myself, and you have to like pay for. I'd have to find a group of strangers to meet up.
Just go wait outside the hotel.
Nobody I personally know would probably pay for it, so it'd have to be a group of strangers.
A group of rich strangers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wealthy strangers. I mean,
yeah.
That's the beginning of an adventure right there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different movies that end badly. So I want to go one day. We'll see. I'll wait till the hype sort of dies down, maybe. Where you can call.
Yeah, hoping the prices will go down by that time after all the hype is over.
Here's my fear. Here's my fear about not doing it like right when they open. I think it's going to be a lot like all other Disney stuff. When it opens, it's going to be all this stuff going on. All like, especially with this, there's going to be all these story lines you can follow, all these characters you can meet, and then about a year in, you'll go and it'll be like, hey, we got a stormtrooper that stands over there in the corner. Look at him. Hey, do you want to go over here and see this thing? Like, it won't be as story driven. It'll be sort of like when Galaxy Edge first opened, like you'd walk up to every cast member and they'd be like, let me tell you my story. This is where I'm from. This is, my background. This is how I got
to
here.
the bathroom.
Yeah. No, literally, everybody you walked up to. Now when you go, you're like, tell me your story. And they're like, I got here at 8 o'clock. And not everybody, but there's a lot of them that you ask them. I mean, there's some that will go into the stories. Like Winchester.
Oh, my parents are divorced.
Yeah, that watches the show. It goes into it. But there's a lot.
My fear would be the breaking. My fear would be like after a while, it's like, this doesn't work anymore, and we're not
let's just not fix it. Like the Yeti. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my fear of not going when it first starts. That they'll scale back on stuff because they do it all the time. Mm-hmm. I love Disney, but they scale back. They go, what can we get away with not having?
The shrimp won't be as blue.
Yeah.
B mode.
Bluish.
That's
because it's older shrimp.
Yeah. Okay, so the first person that I saw that booked, he was a big baller. He was either Golden Oaks or Club 33 because that's the day he booked. He booked the Captain Suite, which is the biggest room you can get for 4 people. Anybody want to guess the price?
Ooh,
$10,000.
$10,000
for 2 nights.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Really not even. Well, I mean, you sleep there 2 nights, but it's like because they advertise it like what
a person
3 days, but it's really not 3 days or whatever.
Yeah.
You could get a really nice ocean view room in Hawaii for a week, maybe even longer for
$10,000. So that would be roughly $2,500 a person, and that's before tax.
Oh, that makes my heart hurt.
And insurance, because they I think you're required to get trip insurance.
Insurance. Part of deep space that you go into here, man.
I don't know. It's a thing. Like people are saying, this is without tax and without trip insurance that you have to get.
In case you can't go.
You're not going anywhere.
We'll do that with cruises.
Gosh.
But,
Yeah.
And
This
does
is
it-
a space cruise, so we got to have more money for
Well,
that.
And I'm
Well,
sure,
you
and
do
I'm
tripping
sure
drinks in
the
case something
the
happens,
people
like,
that got the captain suite
that's-
probably
oh yeah, you
opted
definitely
to
would
get the
want to do that
captain's
for that much
table
money. Yeah, I get that.
at
I was thinking,
dinner, which is a cost to sit with
With
the
a
with the
fake
with the
captain.
captain.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Just,
the
you know,
blue-
hey,
blue one.
you know.
So that was the top of the line room, the biggest
Whoa.
room we could
Yeah.
get. Our friend Dano from the Dano channel has booked a room, 2 rooms.
yeah.
He's going with a group of 8. They were going to try to get the captain suite and have 8 people sleep in there to try to bring the price down. But they couldn't. It was already sold out. The captain suite is sold out.
Yeah, that one guy bought it all.
Yeah, already. So his total price, which I don't think he minds me sharing because he posted it online. Total price is $6,181 per room.
Per room. And he has 2 rooms, so that's 12,000 total.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's per room because I don't think that would be for both rooms. So that would be what? $1,545.25 a person.
Would have been cheaper to get the captain suite.
I can see that I really need to get my YouTube channel going better than that.
I got to sell a whole lot of kyber crystals. Like a whole lot.
For 2 fun-filled days. Pretend spaceship.
If I do this, I'm going all out. I'm going
Fun film.
I'm going, full costume the whole
Topless?
time. No, topless, yes. I'm going topless. Full costume the whole time. I'm gonna say, where's all these scenes? I'm gonna hit all the
No,
scenes,
he's gonna have top.
hit all the characters, make sure I cover it all because
Only speaking in hoodies.
oh yeah. So I gotta learn that.
You
Something
better, man, because it's not something you can do like over and over again.
Let's think about this fact, though. You go the one time, you get one storyline. They're advertising there's multiple different stories that you can do. So it's like, how many times you get to go pay that amount of money to be able to fully experience everything in there?
Yep.
What if
I
you
mean,
go
who's
another
really
time
going
and
to
you
pay
end up
that
with-
kind of cash?
Also, if you get the captain suite, you get additional storylines that you can't get if you don't stay in the captain suite.
Well,
Oh.
you get to seduce the captain.
Does the captain stay with you in the captain suite?
Maybe.
He's got
Does
nothing else to
Tennille
do.
Stay.
Yeah.
Tennille's there too.
I wish they had like sleep in the bottom of the ship in a box rate,
Yeah.
The
Stowaway
Leonardo
rate.
DiCaprio
Yes.
package.
Yeah,
the Leonardo
I would do
DiCaprio.
that.
Third class
Third
storage.
class.
They seemed a lot happier down there. I
They did. They
You would,
did.
because you didn't spend all your
partying
money.
and singing songs.
I'm telling you, man. I think I mentioned this before, but I mean, for that price, Chewbacca better be tucking me into bed every night, and R2 better be coming by and waking me up every morning.
Chewbacca just stroking your head, singing you
Oh.
the songs to sleep.
Chewie.
Bedtime stories from Yoda.
Yeah.
Chewie, should we spoon?
Upon a time it once was.
I really think for that price, it should include either a lightsaber and a droid, or your choice of a droid or a lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge. But it doesn't, because they're like, oh, also, if you want to build a lightsaber, here's the additional price, and if you want to build a droid, here's the additional price.
Yeah.
So.
And the unfortunate thing is, and then we talked about this when we talked, before when we were talking about the cruisers. I mean, certainly people with money, they're going to spend it and they're going to max that place out. It's just going to positively reinforce them that, this is perfect. We're doing the right thing. Let's do more of these.
Yeah.
And make them uber, super duper expensive because, we keep it small, rich people will come and they'll spend money for this experience. So,
Yeah. I thought when they announced that DVC could do it, I was like, oh, it could use points. Well, you can use points, but it would be 500 and something points. I have 150 points a year. So
Oh my Lord. So you'd have to buy more points? Is that how that works?
I'd have to save them up for a few years or borrow them from other years.
Nights? I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, if this was an actual space station, then sure, yeah, let's sell a kidney. Let's go tromp around on an actual space station. But I mean, this is legitimately cosplay, man.
Van says that's a used car.
All I got to say is thank you, Bob Chapek.
Yeah. He's so happy.
Contributing to his bonus for the year.
Yeah.
For that price, you could build that space in VR and just put on a headset and just pretend that way.
Yeah.
That's true. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
I mean, one day down the road, I hope I can go. But
I think we all do. I just think it's, we're old enough to go, yeah.
I have things I need.
I got kids going to college. I don't know if I can do that.
It's going to be one of those times where, basically I would only be able to do it once I've retired, and I'm too old to be able to move around really to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, basically just put me as one of the hollow ghosts over there, by Yoda at that point.
By that time, we may actually be able to just go to space. So
it'll be cheaper.
Possible.
Be cheaper. I just need to make a Galactic Star Cruiser Kyber crystal. All proceeds go to getting Ryan to the Galactic Star Cruiser.
It's just like your face in the middle of a
Kyber. It's like with a little tear, like, please.
It's for the children.
It's for the children, which is me.
For the children. Oh,
speaking of that. Other news. Let's move on from the depressing. We'll never get to go to Galactic Star Cruiser because it's so much money. It was a rumor, a tease, and not really an announcement per se, that Agatha Harkness is getting her own TV show on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Catherine Hahn's back.
Woo. Are we thinking of what's our guess here? A
Fisto.
Prequel to WandaVision, maybe?
I don't know. They said it's going to be a dark comedy.
Oh,
a dark comedy. Because Wanda left her sort of trapped in her own reality. So I'm wondering if this might be predating the WandaVision show.
I can see it being a mixture.
Back and forth. Yeah.
And we don't know. Like, I mean, this more than likely would come out maybe like after Doctor Strange and
it's gonna be a while.
And stuff like that. So technically, I mean, if she shows up in that movie or whatever, she could be pulled out of wherever she is now, and who knows where she'll be at then.
Right. No, that's very true.
I'm just really hoping.
It said that she signed a contract for like multiple appearances across different
Star Wars
Marvel properties and stuff. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's one of the storylines when you go to the Galactic Star Cruiser.
And I killed Luke Skywalker too.
It was Anakin all along.
And she killed Dobby.
All right, let's get to the. Unless you guys got any other news.
I don't think so.
Well, there was one. It's very rumor. I would call it very rumor. I saw on a website. I think Giant Killer Robots. I think that's the website. I don't know. But supposedly they've gotten some stuff right before or whatever. But supposedly Kevin Feige is really wanting to grab Nicolas Cage and the original Blade. I can't think of his name all of a sudden.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. Yeah. To bring them back to a Marvel movie. Possibly Secret Wars, to play the Ghost Rider and Blade.
National Treasure guy?
No. Cage.
National Treasure guy. Play the guy from Face Off and the guy from Major League.
Major League?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes was in that.
Yeah.
Remember he was in that
He was the runner. He ran.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Willie Mays Hayes.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Come on, you don't know your Wesley Snipes trivia?
I probably would have said like white man can't jump or something.
So when you sent that text earlier, Chris, I thought it said Nicholas Sparks. For some reason,
Nicholas Sparks.
Like, what are you sending me?
Want Nicholas Sparks to write a Marvel movie?
Nicholas and Snipes, and I was like, okay, whatever.
All right. So we're going to talk about Star Wars Visions.
Yeah.
It was, we're going to go into the good, the bad, the ugly.
That's me.
One reason I wanted Shaun on here is because literally almost the whole thing revolved around Kyber crystals. And I just thought that would be an interesting take on it, to hear you talk about that. Because we have a love for Kyber crystals. And your favorite Kyber crystal, Shaun, is Put him on the spot here. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get it recorded.
The blue one. Pick the blue one.
You don't have to
honestly,
say. I'm just joking. I was just joking.
There's so many, dude. I mean, you can see behind me. I mean,
Just a
way
few.
too many.
Nice.
I can say this was one of my favorite ones.
Oh, look at that one.
That's a
Ooh,
gnarly
that one.
tree.
Guess what? Version 2 is about done.
Mm.
Well, I can say that this one was the first one that left your hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Number
Ooh.
1.
Yeah, version 2 of the Great Tree Crystal is about finished. And I'm hoping that it will have some glowing wink wink reviews.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
Glowing?
It's gonna glow, Chris. Like
I
the
don't get
gorgeous
it.
ladies of wrestling.
Yes.
It's a it's a gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Kyber crystal.
Yes.
It's gonna be pink.
Spoiler alert.
Got a unitard on it.
Yes. That's what you should do.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to have a unitard on it. There we go. Okay, so Star Wars Visions. I was just being silly the whole time. I didn't. Anyways. I have never really watched anime. We'll start with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been sort of Chris's thing.
Yep.
And
You
I'm
can't
like,
have
yeah,
it. It's my thing.
like, I can't watch it because Chris has it. I'm not allowed to watch it. It was
That's
in
why
the
you
rules.
have wrestling and I can't watch wrestling.
Yes,
unfortunately.
exactly. That's why.
Our parents are like, okay, one of you can watch wrestling and one of you can watch anime. And you were oldest, you got to pick first.
Wrestling.
You picked wrestling, so I didn't get to pick it.
Yeah, you've always hated me for that. You're like,
Yeah, I
I
know.
always want wrestling.
I don't want to be the
You'll
weird
have your day,
kid.
Chris.
I don't want to be the kid that shops at Hot Topic.
I am.
But I was pleasantly surprised with Star Wars Visions. Because going into it, I was like, I've never watched anime. I don't know. It'll probably be okay. But I thought overall, I mean, it had some low moments, but overall, I thought it was fantastic.
For sure.
I thought it did a great job. I liked it way more than I've liked What If. That would be sort of the comparable animated thing that's out right now.
Am I like the only person that hasn't watched any of the What Ifs?
Here you are. I'm not.
I mean, I feel like that at my house too, because like both of my boys have watched it, and they're like, "Dad, you have to watch it." And I'm like, I just haven't had time.
Just be ready to be depressed for most stuff.
You'll love the first episode.
Yes, first episode's really good. We'll get into that.
I like them all, but yes, there is a darkness to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I enjoy. Of course, I love Star Wars, so I enjoyed this. There was, wow, how many? 9 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were made by different companies, right? There was a couple episodes that were made by the same company.
There were a couple episodes. I have them all listed, so when we go through,
Oh, good. Chris is in charge. Yeah. Sit back, relax. Here we go.
It's anime. It's his thing, man.
Yes. I'm allowed to talk about this. I could say Star Wars, but I can't say anything else. I can just
droid.
Anyways, okay. The first episode is called The Duel, which they started off strong, in my opinion.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Really strong. Which this style was basically, they were using the movie genre.
Like an old Japanese.
Kurosawa, that's what I was trying to think of. That inspired George Lucas to actually create Star Wars. So that was cool that they started out with this.
It's a Kurosawa full circle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even had the film grain going on it.
It actually made me nervous though, because I was like, what is this? But it was great. Like I listened with the earphones on, like on my phone, and the sounds were amazing in it. Like if you just watched it on, and if you didn't have like good sound system or headphones in, or just watching it on your phone and kind of watching it, it's a different experience. Like it was pretty amazing.
A lot of the sounds, like various lightsabers and various things, they took straight from the movies. Like in that first episode, when she pushes her lightsaber into the waterfall, that's the same sound from episode 1 of Darth Maul testing out the force field things with his lightsaber. Same sound. So they used a lot of that stuff.
That's cool.
I've always loved the speeder bike sounds, and they used them so many times in so many episodes, and I was just like, it was a happy sound every time they take off.
When it first started, I thought I was going to have to read the whole thing, and I got I'm like, oh, there's just going to be subtitles, aren't there? But there wasn't.
Yeah, but this company, that was the Kamikaze Duga.
Oh yeah.
And they did, you know them. There was a recent DC Comics movie, Batman Ninja, that came out, where Batman goes back to like feudal Japan, and along with several villains. It's like it was on HBO Max for a bit. Yeah, Gorilla Grodd made a time machine, and they all got sucked in, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
So I thought the storyline, I thought the little surprise, and there's going to be spoilers on this episode, just so everybody's listening knows. I thought the little surprise of when she said, it's been a long time since I killed a Jedi, and then he pulls out his lightsaber, and it's red. I thought that was a little cool, fun thing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's like, oh,
subverted my expectations.
Yeah.
In a good way.
And I like that he didn't get involved until his little R2 like droid got hurt or whatever.
Now
like, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's now I'm gonna do something. Come here, umbrella lady. Which I thought that was funny. And I thought that it was really cool that they pulled all the different sort of characters in as the bodyguards. So you had like the Tusken Raider, and then you had the Bosk. I just forgot their race name.
It's Bosk.
The lizard people.
Bosk.
Yeah. And then you had the Sebulba, right?
Sure.
Yeah, he was like in the flying machine. The thing that pops up, he was driving it.
And a couple other.
And one of the droids that was fighting with it was very fly face droid.
And then it this first episode just goes to show you that the Sith always have a bit of the dramatic side when it comes to their dress, what they dress as, because she had the half demon mask on, which was sort of cool.
So much hair.
That hair, oh man!
Yeah,
when she popped off that helmet. All that hair was there. I was not expecting that by any means.
It just kept going.
Yeah.
But I thought,
I do have to say the one thing I thought was the coolest though is when he pulled the scabbard out when he actually killed her, and the scabbard had a lightsaber built into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, wow, that is cool.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that. Very cool. And the good voice actors they picked for all of them too. In this one, who was it they picked?
Lucy Liu, maybe.
Lucy Liu, was the villain, the bandit leader, and Brian T, who played. He was in the Wolverine. He was in Jurassic World, Fast and Furious, stuff like that. Really good choices.
Cool. Shall we move on to? There was really nothing bad about that one.
No, that was a solid one. Yeah. I was excited after the first one.
Yeah. So, the other thing I was going to mention, the stormtroopers when they came out, did you notice that it was sort of like had the First Order style, and then it had the original style trooper helmets? Like some of them were wearing like First Order style helmets, some of them were wearing like the original stormtrooper helmets, which was pretty cool. Yeah, it was like a mixture, so it was cool. Anyways, all right. Yep, top review says it's a solid opener, and it was. But then there's the next episode.
What do you mean?
I said, I was really excited after the first one. They were like, hey, you want to watch another one? Yeah.
It wasn't. horrible. It wasn't bad.
It's very. It's very anime storyline.
Yeah, it's just the way they started with the first episode, and then to like if that episode had been a little later on, it wouldn't have been as like in your face, like change. You know, here's a different style. Yeah, very jarring. Because it was funny. I laughed a bunch.
I literally thought I was watching a cutscene from Guitar Hero. And it kind of felt like a whole like Bill and Ted kind of thing, you know, in a Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
With the whole band thing. And oh gosh, we've got Jabba the Hutt as our new sponsor. Yay! Oh, and now he's not going to kill us because we're so good at playing our instruments. Yeah.
I mean, with Joseph Gordon-Levitt singing lead vocal.
Amazing.
I felt like the first one used the Star Wars source material, and they kind of expanded and went. You know, there's the familiar, and then there's the different, and they took it and they did something cool with it. The second one, it's like, why is this Star Wars? Why? It could have been anything. I mean,
but really with this one, I think it's
Tatooine Rhapsody, by the way.
With this one, I think it might be canon though, because they placed it within the Star Wars timeline.
Sure.
Unlike the other one.
That's true. You had Boba Fett. That was the highlight.
I think we should say none of these are supposed to be canon.
Yeah, they're not.
Particularly the second episode.
But the music to me was just weird. You know, it didn't really fit Star Wars, right? It fits anime very well, like you said. I mean, it's mid 2000s punk, you know, kind of, or pop punk, you know, kind of thing. And but it I don't know, it just didn't feel Star Warsy to me.
At least they had the Wilhelm scream in there.
Yes.
I mean, that was like the one thing that actually kind of made it more okay. Yeah, this can be Star Wars just because of that. But that was it.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it definitely wasn't my favorite one, but it was kind of fun and just kind of ridiculous. Kind of.
Here's the best quote from the show. Boba Fett says, "I have business with this slug. Come along. Jabba's been looking for you." This is my best Boba Fett impression. "If you resist, we'll disintegrate your friends." And then Geezer answers, "Tell me, does Jabba want my autograph?" That's sort of the whole episode. It's just sort of goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bobby Moynihan is Geezer. Come on.
Yeah.
That Hutt guy, was he wearing sunglasses? Because it was just really bothering.
Yeah. See, if that episode, if you took and inserted that into the Star Wars Holiday Special, I'd be like, yeah, that fits. But it just did not work. It did not work for me. My euphoria after episode 1 dwindled greatly after episode 2.
Maybe the people that made this one had only seen the holiday special.
Maybe so.
Possibly.
I mean, Boba Fett was in it.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
To the Twins, episode 3. Oh, Katrin liked this one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I need to go watch this one again not because of the episode, but I did fall asleep during this one.
I really like the animation in this one. It's done by a company that there's several. Studio Trigger, they've done Kill La Kill, B&A, and SSS Gridman.
How many S's?
Four S's. It has a nice flow to it. If you're fans of the animation in this one, I'd suggest Kill La Kill. Watching that, it's more adult anime that one, but yeah, just the flow of it was super cool, super nice.
Had speaking of Glow earlier.
Oh, Alison Brie.
Had Alison Brie.
There you go.
The star of Glow.
And Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who I think actually did wrestle for Glow in real life.
As Doogie Howser.
MD.
DMD.
This was sort of the beginning of the Kyber crystal fascination. Very heavy on the Kyber crystals.
When I first started watching it, I thought first thing that came to mind is, okay, is this supposed to be a what if for Luke and Leia? You know, because that's almost what it seemed like. You know, the whole twins thing, and they're both on the dark side. It actually kind of reminded me of the old Voltron cartoon back when I was a kid. You know, as far as the type of anime style that they did. So, but with the way that the story kind of flowed, it I don't know if you guys, any of y'all played Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO game. But there's a storyline in there where they have twins that end up fighting each other, and one of them ends up killing the other one. And that, when I was watching it, that's what it kind of came back to mind from that as well. But the one thing I just couldn't figure out is, how in the world are they breathing in
with
space?
the Force?
No, the best part is they're breathing in space, but the droid that comes to rescue one of them or something has a bubble helmet on, so he can breathe in space.
Yeah.
Need to breathe.
Oh, and let's not forget, you know, the what was the guy's name on there, but literally goes into light speed, standing on the front of an X-wing and slices open
lightsaber.
Yeah, with like a super
that
saber.
Was awesome.
My sword goes bigger than yours.
Take that, Last Jedi.
I mean, it had to be the magnetic boots. I mean, that's all I can say.
Yeah, when I was watching with my son, we were noticing how suddenly it's just kind of like anything goes.
That's it.
But he had such control over his lightsaber. I mean, come on. He can slice open this entire Star Cruiser, but he doesn't kill his sister.
It looks like he's slicing her in half. I watched it again today, and it looked like, but it's really just cutting the crystal. it's funny.
Yeah.
The Jedi, man. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That was his.
It was like rainbow
half
colors
blue and half red.
It seemed like, I don't know, because it was kind of iridescent, almost like the. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost colorless at times.
Yeah. Yeah. So
the sounds they used for her, though, her lightsaber was a mixture of General Grievous and Kylo Ren,
which is fitting because then she has like multiple arms all of a sudden, or something, and then she has the whips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The whole robotic suit.
Yeah, the lightsaber whips, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, you missed some cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to go back and watch that one.
At a certain point now, when the visuals just were so cool that you just like logic. Yeah. I don't care if any of this makes sense. It just looks really wild. It was kind of.
But they did capture the whole part of the ship being cut in half,
right?
Like they did in
Last Jedi.
Was it the Last Jedi episode?
Yeah.
When she light speeds through that one ship, I was just like the way they captured that and just had it kind of sitting there panning.
Yes.
That I thought that was really good.
Yeah. And the company that made this one were fans of that movie because of that and Leia floating through space and surviving.
That
would explain things then.
We could do this. It's fine.
The next episode is called The Village Bride, which I think I messed up earlier. I think this is the episode that had the Stormtrooper helmets in it. That had the First Order and the original.
They do.
They all sort of run together. I think. Because this one has it was one of the two. I'd have to go back and watch it again. One of them had the mixture of the helmets, which is pretty cool. All right, this is basically another Jedi trying to save a small village type thing.
Yeah. To me, this is one of the ones that kind of fell a little flat to me. Yeah, I kind of prefer the Tatooine Rhapsody over this one. I don't know. It's
I could see
it. Like I've seen animes like this, and they tend to like. I just don't get excited about this type. It's just kind of like, it's kind of it's a little slow. And, I don't.
She's rocking those high heels.
That was a common theme, right? So there's a honest trailers for this. So go and look for it if you haven't found it. And they made a joke in there because there's a couple of different scenes with high heels, and they said, "Is it so they'll always have the high ground? Is that why they have heels on?" I thought that was awesome.
She did fly
but the exploding bucket helmet, like that. Imagine walking around with that thing on your head all the time, thinking, "Man, if I move just the right way, this thing's gonna blow up. I'm done."
Yeah. Needs to rethink that design.
Is this the one where the guy was wearing or the girl, somebody was wearing a mask, like a COVID mask?
At one point,
she was wearing a mask.
Yeah. Mask
like
is
a pandemic joke in there.
Suits you or whatever.
Yeah.
I care about my health.
She had a scar on her face. That's why she wore it. I don't remember too much about this one.
Could have done it.
Wow. Obviously. Okay. Now the next episode. Well, I guess we'll just move on because nobody likes that one. The next episode was my favorite episode.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
The Ninth Jedi.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
This one I thought was well laid out. The visuals were great. The storyline took some twists and turns, which were great.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I wanted to see more of this one. Like this one, I was like, ooh,
oh, totally.
One more.
Yeah.
It made me wish that they had done something like this for the sequels. That they had just jumped like 100 years into the future, and that the Jedi and the Sith had become these legends and so forth, and you know, and then they started to kind of get reborn, you know, rather than having it happen so close to the original trilogy. But yeah, I thought it was super cool. I was like intrigued the entire time and legitimately surprised at the twist. And yeah.
They took a different take on lightsabers, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really liked the take on lightsabers in this one, especially like the color and like how it varies from person to person. Like whoever picks up the lightsaber, basically,
it just changes colors automatically. Yeah, pretty much.
But that like cobalt bluish purple colored one that he showed out of the box, I was like, I want that one to come to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Like the one that she ended up picking up, like it started off with basically no color. It was just sort of like a grayish type thing, and then she was green at the end, right? If I remember
correctly. It was green at the end. It was almost like a blackish, like just like an empty glow.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's devoid of color.
Yeah.
Hadn't decided where she fell yet.
Yeah. And I love that they had the one, I don't know any of their names. So the one character that was mixed in with the Sith or whatever, and he was like, you know, they sort of persuaded me, and he came back to the good side.
Yeah, and his lightsaber color changed from red to purple.
Yeah.
He was like I guess surrounded by that much darkness, it kind of like messed with his head, and so it kind of brought him into the fold until like they took the rest of them out. Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah, such a good episode.
But the interesting thing too is, I mean, when I was, you know, before I knew about the Kyber crystals and stuff like that, you know, watching the Empire and Jedi, I kind of thought that's why the colors were the way they were. That it was a reflection of who you were. Like if you were evil, or if you were a Sith, that is what made your blade.
Yeah, it's a long. It's a longer process in the movies or versions. It wasn't like I'll pick up this lightsaber and it'll just change colors to whatever my mood is. It wasn't a mood ring, basically.
Right. Yeah.
You have to
mood
bleed the crystal. And...
There's your next Kyber mood crystal.
Mood. Hey.
There you go.
That's
if
funny
because I want a free one.
That's I've already.
Oh. For those listening.
There's different mood crystals or things in there that may be in something.
Nice.
Heard it here first.
The production company from this one was Production IG, and they've done stuff like Ghost in the Shell and Fooly Cooly, which is a really good anime. If people want to take that up, it's really good animation style, really fun. They also did one, if you guys remember, maybe not. DC Comics did like an anime kind of version of this with Batman called Gotham Knights. where they had different anime companies like take on and do their own Batman story, but it kind of had like a story through line through it. This company did one of those as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that was, I think, everybody that I've talked to, that's been their favorite episode. So now we're going back to the kids anime, pretty much.
Is this?
Right?
Well, I don't remember what's the next one. Oh, okay.
2-1 or
it's
however you say it.
Toby. I just want to say Toby, but
Toby. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little cute droid that looks exactly like another.
Yeah.
Astro Boy, basically.
Yeah, Astro Boy.
Yeah.
It's just Astro Boy in the Star Wars.
This one, it started off and I was like, I'm gonna hate this one. What is this, Mega Man? But I liked it at the end. By the end of it, I was like, okay, I like it, and you felt kind of sad for him because like they had him go hide, and then he came out and everybody's dead, and he had to rebuild, and it's like, you're a robot. What? It's weird, kind of, to think about it. It's like, I don't know. He's got a soul.
This one was weird for me because they do this kind of in another episode where it's just like, here's a lightsaber, you can use it, and the Force, you can use that too. It's like, what are you, like the grandson of the Emperor? I mean, come on, you can't just be doing this stuff with no training. It's just, I had a dream, I was a Jedi, and so I am.
It was like George Lucas making Pinocchio.
That's true.
What it made me.
That's
like
right.
Legitimate George Lucas making.
Yeah. The only thing that I thought was good about it was, and I noticed it today when I rewatched it, was his lightsaber literally looked like Cal Kestis.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true.
So
now I can just think of Pinocchio. Thanks.
Yeah, Pinocchio with a lightsaber.
I've got no force to hold me down. Oh, yeah. So that's the one where, so that was, everybody dies, but then he puts him back.
Better. I mean, the guy. So the guy that's kind of the Geppetto or whatever has this great beard and and his Force Ghost
comes and talks to him, right?
I was so scared. I was like, is he gonna cut him?
Yeah.
I did.
Patron feared for the robot.
And then the crystal grow in the plant. I can't remember because there's this plant or something. What was the plant? I don't remember. You remember?
It was like basically he was bringing life to a lifeless planet.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
is what his master or whatever was trying to do, and so he continued that.
Yeah. When I was watching with my son and they were doing that with the planet, I was just kind of like monologuing. I was like, and that planet became Endor. And I was waiting for the tie-in. No tie-in.
And hey, speaking of Voltron, the guy that voiced the bad guy in this was Emperor Zarkon from Voltron, the original.
Oh,
wow!
Wow, no one cares.
No, I was wondering that the whole time I was watching.
I figured.
All right, so Astro Boy's done. Let's move on to the Elder. And Jedi and his Padawan pursue a dark and powerful presence. Actually, the Padawan sort of pursues the dark, and the other guy's like, I'll stay back in case he comes back around and hang out with these people.
I don't remember this.
That's a smart master.
Yeah. There was like a sliver. There was a sliver of that episode that was good, and then it was bookended by just complete and utter boredom. Just, I mean,
tell us how you really feel.
And even like the voice actor doing who was the master, he was just very talking. No, I've been around.
It was David Harbour, I think.
Really? Wow. Yeah. They directed him to be completely monotone and boring and they just talked for so long about nothing.
Yeah, and the Padawan was played by the guy that played Impulse on Flash now.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. Okay. But hey, James Hong was the voice of the the old creepy guy.
Oh, okay. The elder.
They made him look like one of like the Japanese demon character. Even his lightsabers look like the horns from the character. So when he puts it out, it's got like the demon horns with the yellow eyes. What?
Oni?
Okay. Something like that. Yeah. Well, I like that character. I like the elder guy.
That part was great.
Yeah.
It's just it took a long time to get there, and then when it was over, we were back to talking about nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is just. I mean, for me, it was not Tatooine Rhapsody, bottom of the barrel, but it's probably my second least favorite, just because this is what you spent most of the episode doing. This was your creative decision. Why?
I probably liked it better, than Rhapsody, and I liked it better than Village Bride.
Yeah.
Might have liked it better than Toby or Tobe 1.
Yeah. I think I liked it better than
just because of that one section was just like
that one section's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Is it Lop and Ocho?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
The next one. Yeah. This is one that I didn't really care for. If I'm being honest.
It was weird.
I did.
I thought it was okay.
Yes.
It was.
If the bunny was green, a whole different story. Because there's green bunnies in Star Wars, green bunny people. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But this was just another one like the other one, the earlier episode where I just felt like it was like, you're not really my daughter. I'm passing down this lightsaber, and now you can use it, and also the Force. What? I mean,
while wearing your carrot logoed hair berets as well. You know?
I'm like,
just nice little things there.
I was like, what's happening? I don't know. We have a lot of ideas. We only have 10 minutes. We're just gonna throw them all in there.
Oh, so Lop is a leapy, also known as Lepus carnivorus, and is the same species as Jackson, the green rabbit that I was speaking of that was in Marvel Comics. Yeah, so they should have made it green. What the heck?
What the heck, man?
I don't know. I thought the other daughter, Ocho or whatever her name was, I don't know. I thought she was sort of whiny and just like, well, we're just gonna go to the to the evil side because they're gonna take care of us.
The Empires always take care of.
That's just what we have to do.
Yeah.
The Empire's gonna take care of us, and we gotta go over there. And so I'm gonna cut my hair and cut my finger and put blood on my face for eyeliner, and go to the dark side.
You could get Peacock from that.
Yeah.
It's like they were trying to go for the kind of conflict, the sibling rivalry that they had in the Twins episode.
Yeah.
But not successfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I just was kind of like, I'm not really. I think I started dozing on this one.
Yeah, I didn't dislike. Visually it was fun to watch. It was like a nice kind of smooth kind of style to it. But yeah, story wise, it was.
Well, maybe George Lucas will step in and put out a special edition, and the rabbit will be green, and it'll make it all better.
he might have wrote that one. I don't know.
Oh man, Sean's like, I'm never coming back here.
I was thinking more along the lines of Kathleen Kennedy may have written that one.
Oh yeah, probably, no doubt. And then the last episode.
How's it pronounced?
Kira.
Akakiri.
Akakiri. I don't know.
Sure. I don't know either. I just want to hear you say it.
Akakiri. A Jedi returns to his forbidden love to help defend her kingdom from a Sith-like shogun.
This one, the ending was kind of interesting to me, but overall, it was another kind of like.
It didn't feel like one that they should have ended on.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
No, it wasn't bad. Like, it was better than a lot of the other ones, but I sort of wish that they had started with the one they started with, and ended, which I just forgot the name of it, and ended with the Ninth Jedi.
I agree.
I think that would have bookended it perfectly and made people just like love the whole thing.
Yeah. I thought this one had an interesting sort of Anakin Padme sort of taking threads from their story, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I'll have to watch this one again. Like the two kind of like comedic guys. I think she was with at one point. I think that's
R2-3PO or
George Takei or however.
Yeah. They were kind of fun. I think I need to watch this one again because this is the one for me that I kind of like started to doze off a little bit.
That was my one outstanding episode that I hadn't watched yet, so I watched it like a few hours ago. So it's fresh in my mind.
A nod to the Hidden Fortress from 1958.
I was thinking that.
Which gave much inspiration to George Lucas to write Star Wars.
How about that?
Somebody's review says, much better story of a fallen Jedi than the prequels. Way more believable than the terrible prequels for a Jedi turned Sith. Oh, no, I like the prequels.
Get out of here, Ryan. So do we know if are they going to do any more of these? Is there going to be a season 2 of Visions? Have they said anything?
I haven't seen anything.
It'll just pop up sometime.
Yeah.
If they do it. I don't know. I thought there's certain episodes like the Ninth Jedi and the first one, which I keep forgetting the name of.
The Duel?
Yeah, the Duel that I would love to see more.
Yeah, well, they almost left it. And that's what kind of made me wonder, would they do a season 2 and continue some of those stories? Or
that would be cool.
You know?
But they're saying this is not canon. It's just sort of one-off thing.
Fun.
So
yeah, and that's fine. I just think it's
refreshing.
kind of fun. Yeah, because it's almost like they could. I got my son and I. We watch all this stuff together. We were saying that they could do like what if episodes with Star Wars, and they could even do sort of like a Star Wars Visions kind of thing for Marvel or something, which could be cool. Just different takes on on the source material, which I think.
I mean, they could even see how the reactions are for all the episodes and say, "Oh, everybody loved this one. Let's do more of this in a canon story."
Yeah.
And then we'll get a whole series on Tatooine Rhapsody.
I think my favorite episode is the first one. As much as I was scared about it at first, it's amazing. Like if you really just look at the animation style. The story was fun, and the sounds were really cool, and I love that one. But
yeah,
that was the only 3D animated one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think so because that's 3D animation with like 2D textures and stuff put on top of it. That's what that company did.
You're smart.
Or do I? Making it all up.
Chris, what was your favorite one? We'll go around the round
What was my favorite one? It's hard, but between like the Duel and Ninth Jedi, but I might be leaning more towards the Duel. I really like the Ninth Jedi. The Duel was just something really different.
Yeah.
And it was just so meticulous in like the visuals in that one.
Yeah.
Was just really cool. Like I said, like adding like the old film grain and stuff, like an older black and white movie, but then little pops of color here and there.
Yeah,
it was cool. I liked that.
We know what Ray Chase's favorite one is.
We do.
Rhapsody. Ray, what was your favorite?
The Ninth Jedi. It was the Duel until I saw the Ninth Jedi, and I was like, yeah, I think that one. Those are probably the 2 episodes I could probably watch multiple times.
Yeah.
And be like, like every time. But yeah, Ninth Jedi for me.
Yeah.
I just like the whole story, and I just, again, it made me yearn for what could have been.
Yeah.
In live action, but.
Shaun.
For me, I'd have to say it's the Ninth Jedi, because I could see where that particular one they could continue to make more episodes to follow the story. Whereas with the Duel, I mean, it pretty much, it's stopped. You have your beginning, your end, right there as he's walking off, almost like old kung fu TV show kind of thing. Yeah. That I don't know what else they could really do with that. I mean, I'm sure that you could, and continue the story in some way. Maybe show how he got all the Kybers that he had in his jacket.
Yeah.
And or something like that. But just starting from the beginning of the episode to the end, I mean, the Ninth Jedi could continue, and I mean, it made me want to see more of it. Whereas the Duel, I mean, that was pretty much okay. Yeah. That was cool. Next,
it was almost like the Ninth Jedi. It's like you were watching like episode 4 of a nine part little streaming series or something.
Yeah.
Mine would be probably the Ninth Jedi, just because of the fact that you could continue it. Like at the end of it, I'm like, I want to see what happens next. I want more. Give me more.
Yeah.
But the Duel is right up there too. Those are the top 2, I think, for most people. I mean, all of us, I think.
So I remember watching the first episode and immediately thinking of you guys with the Kyber crystals. It's like, oh man, get ready for the sales, right?
Yeah.
And then watching more, I was like, they're really pushing these things, right? It's like, are they looking to sell more at the parks now, or what? What's going on here? And
I gave him money.
So I mean, I thought that was really interesting that they focus so much on the crystals,
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Tell everybody that and send them my way.
And lightsabers.
No shit.
Everybody's asking like for these lightsabers. Like, are they going to bring? Are they going? Is Disney going to make them? I don't think they will make them. Yeah. But it would be cool if they did. But I'm sure somebody will make them because that's how Star Wars fans are. We life finds a way.
They'll make them, but you have to pay like $6,000. You only get to keep it for 2 days, and then they take it away.
No, you don't even get to touch the new one that the Disney will have. You just see Ray carrying it for a minute. That's it.
You see Ray Chase is carrying it?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
He's like,
but I get to carry it.
But again, the crystals are something you never saw that much of in canon, right?
Yeah.
Like we know about them in Galaxy's Edge and what you guys do, what you guys make, but really you didn't hear that much about them in the movies that we've seen.
It was pretty much mostly in Clone Wars and Rebels that you actually heard about the Kyber crystals. Yeah. So you really didn't hear about any of the episodes.
In the movies, they never show. I mean, there was, I guess, that deleted scene of Luke building his at the beginning of Jedi, which they cut. But yeah, if you only know Star Wars from the movies, you have no idea.
Yeah, and that Lego Star Wars special.
Yeah. True.
They dive really heavily into it.
Yeah.
So that's Star Wars Visions. Will there be more? Time will tell. I don't know. Probably not. But maybe. You never know. What other style, Chris or Ray? What other style? Like, so we have the anime style. What other style do you think they could do a Star Wars Visions?
Like Shrek.
Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies. Muppets.
Muppets. That comes out this weekend, right?
Pixar. Star Wars Visions. Pixar edition.
I mean, it'd be cool to see like a stop mo. Episode dot or something like that. That'd be fun.
All right. Well, there we go. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for the Visions, I guess. I'm trying to think of anything else. Next week, we should be starting Hello Geek. Everybody that's listening, they're probably like, when's Hello Geek starting?
I tuned in expecting Hello Geek.
I need my Hello Geek.
I mean, they started in like August last year.
Come on, last year. Yeah, last year you guys started like August. It's coming soon. We have some stuff planned for that. We'll need to talk to Ray because he's wanting to talk What If. We need to talk to Ray about when we can do What If. So that will be coming up. Hello Geek will be coming up. I think that's it. I'll probably have another trip report in November because I've got to go down for a conference in Orlando.
They're paying.
You got to. Is this trip number 4 or 5? When is this?
Well, this is a conference thing. And it just happens to be in Orlando, so that means I might happen to walk over to Disney World.
These conferences that just happen to be in Orlando.
This happened. Yeah.
Well, if you just happen to get lost on the 13th, I'll be there.
Oh, I won't be there. I'll be there starting on the 2nd, and I fly back on the 9th. Womp, womp, womp. Shaun, any news on Cal Kestis lightsabers?
No, I was really hoping that they would have came out during the 50th celebration, but unfortunately, the First Order have blockaded the deliveries of those. But no, I've heard rumors that it may be in early November 4th time frame, possibly.
Oh no, that's not good.
Is the rumors I'm hearing, but who knows? My wife already does know that once I see it on the Facebook pages that regardless if she's off of work or not, I will be gone, heading my way up there to be able to pick up at least one, because they will be kind of like the Darth Maul and the Ventress, and where they can attach to make the staff.
That's even more dangerous.
So you'll be able to do both. So I told her that means I'm going to have to buy 3 so I can have a single and then a double. And she just looked at me and shook her head.
Sounds like my wife.
Yeah. She's like, don't you have enough? But she looks at the wall behind me. Don't you have enough of them? And I'm like, you can never have enough lightsabers.
You see the spaces on my wall that I can fill? Then
It's like I almost bought Kit Fisto today at GameStop. They had it on clearance. They had 2 left. And I was on the phone with her, and I was like, honey, it's only $149 and it's on clearance. She says, no, you don't need it. Exactly. That was kind of the thing. No.
Yeah.
I've got plans this weekend. I need money. You can't spend it.
Oh. Yeah, that's going to be... I wonder if I come dressed, because I do have the full outfit, come dressed in full Cal Kestis. Will it just give me one? Is that how it works? Or...
You should try that.
Yeah, they'll definitely they'll give you one, as long as you have the credits.
I'll say I'm here for my lightsaber.
You and everybody else, pal.
Do you know
who are you?
Give you one, throw you out of the park, whatever.
Yeah, so we were talking about earlier. I wore my Cal Kestis poncho there, and we were talking about them like knowing Star Wars and stuff there, or stories. Somebody said in Docking Bay, the restaurant there, said, "What are you, some kind of pilot?" And I said, "I'm Cal Kestis."
Like, is he in the movies?
Who? I don't know who that is. And I'm like, never mind. And I just walked off. I'm like, I have a droid. I said, I have a droid. His name's BD1. And they're like, oh, yeah, I've heard of him. He's the ball that rolls around. And I was like, why do you work here?
You work in Galaxy's Edge? Really?
Yeah. I'm like, why do you work in here?
Manager.
Yeah. This lady should not work here.
Out of my face.
Expel her.
She needs to go back to Disney University.
Which?
Yep.
Where's Watto? I must speak with Watto.
You can get a certificate now to be an official Disney expert. Speaking of,
for the low price of
$399.
$3.99.
There is. You can go through this course, like a bunch of classes, and become an expert. Hear from all these people, learn all the ins and outs, everything, and you can get a certificate. And that's all you get.
What?
Sweet.
I know.
So I can make a certificate.
So is it like the episode of Parks and Recreation when Ron Swanson goes to like Home Depot and the guy walks up to him, he says, "Can I show you anything?" He goes, "Son, I know more." So when you have the certificate, can you go to Disney and when somebody walks up to you and says, "May I help you?" say, "Son, I know more than you," and you hold up your certificate and they go, "Oh, I'm sorry.
It's part of the 50th celebration.
It's back.
And then they go, "Oh yeah, I got like."
I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's part of the Disney Institute, I think is what they call it, and it's probably the same thing that employees have to go through, right? I guess. I don't know, somewhat. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to go through all those classes and stuff.
I don't know. It's just another way to make money, which is kind of ridiculous to me, but whatever. Why would anybody? I don't. It's whatever.
That's magical.
It's a match. Yeah, I went through that long ago in college program. We had to walk.
I don't believe you did.
I have a hat.
You have a hat?
He has a hat.
What he said?
A hat.
Yeah, hold
on. Axe.
Hat.
My axe.
Nearby.
We found it the other day.
Of course,
I don't know if
it's a hat.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Hey, you're an expert now.
Look at me. I'm an expert. Got the hat. I didn't have to pay anything for it. I just had to work at Tony's Town Square for a month and then quit.
The weird anime kid and the weird Disney kid.
But you had to name your favorite character.
Now, do I? Huh? Yeah.
I remember that training or whatever, and you go around the room and you tell your favorite Disney character. And I said, my favorite Disney character is Figment. Room silence. No one knew who Figment was. And I'm like, you want to work at Disney? Like, I just wanted to stand up. Who are you people? You know? But
everyone out, I'm taking over.
And the person that was leading the training was like, oh, this guy knows his stuff. I'm like, well, not really. I mean, he's just a main ride at one of the parks. You just have to go there.
Yeah, but you're in a room with just college students. You just wanted to go to Florida and party.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Well, this has been a fun episode. Before we sign off and we do our YouTube, I Am Geek After Dark.
After hours.
Because it's after hours. Yeah. Shaun, where can everyone find you? Plug away. This is your time, your moment in the I Am Geek spotlight.
I'll just search the Kyber Curator. We have a Facebook group channel that we put together recently. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Kyber Council. And devoted strictly to collectors and to the crafters. So all crafters are able to advertise and show off their products that they have. And you can get a link off of there to my channel or to my page. I also have a YouTube channel, the Kyber Curator, that I put my review videos on. When I do the reviews of Kyber crystals, I'm going to do the lightsabers here soon and things of that nature. And yeah, that's pretty much where everything is at on there.
So with the Facebook group, I was just wondering, when will since I'm part of the council, when will my robe arrive? Do I get a robe, or how does that work?
They're on order.
They're on order. Okay.
They're stuck in the same transit that the Cal Kestis saber is in. So.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering, you didn't ask for my size or anything. I was just wondering, like, do I need to get you that, or
just go to any Holiday Inn or Hilton?
Well, I mean, it's holiday season, so go find your local Spirit Halloween store, and they'll have them right there for you.
Oh, they're good. I think we need to have like a live stream of all the
council members,
makers, and
but just make it to where you can't see who you are, so it's just a black shape.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun to have a big light
behind you.
Yeah. I don't know if any of the other creators would, but I would have fun. It would be fun.
We might be able to get a couple of them on, but I could definitely we could definitely look into that.
It'd be fun.
I think it would be fun.
Sit around and talk, a round table of Kyber guys.
Crystals.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ray, do you want people to find you anywhere?
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
I'm not selling nothing.
I'm just here to be happy.
Yeah, just send me $3.99 and I'll send you a certificate and make you an expert in anything you want to be.
If you loved having Ray Chase on, go play Doom Eternal.
There you go. Yeah. That's a game I worked on.
Yeah.
There's something I can plug. Go do that.
Yeah, there we go. See?
It's the holiday. It's also the holiday, getting the holiday spirit.
Oh,
demons and
Christmas.
scary and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Holiday spirit.
Killing
Christmas, like killing demons.
It's true though.
All right. Well, thank you both for being on. I've had fun. Hopefully, you guys have had fun. You guys are welcome anytime. Of course, Ray knows that. He can just pop on anytime. It doesn't matter.
I'm
Sean,
always here.
welcome back anytime. This has been episode 211 of I Am Geek, and we'll be back next week with something new and something fun, and of course, something geeky. See you next week. Hey, YouTube.
Something geeky.
Hey, you.
Welcome to I Am Geek After Dark.
Yeah. Winchester, who works at Galaxy's Edge, says it's not their job to be authorities on the legends, strangely, but Batuans are responsible for their story and Black Spire Outpost. Well,
yeah. You can't expect them to know everything. There's a lot of stuff.
I mean,
you can.
They should know the difference between BD1 and...
You can be unreasonable.
Could be Ryan.
Could be Ryan.
They should know what a Kyber crystal is. I mean...
That was the character in the animated Ewok episode from 1984. God, these kids weren't even alive then, Ryan. Give them a break.
Female Ewok named Nisa that was only on that show and in stuffed animal form.
Now, Winchester's one of my favorite Batuans, if not my favorite. He's been on the show before. He wants them to release Star Wars Detours. Yeah, I don't think that will ever happen.
Probably not.
Star Wars Detours?
Yeah. Star Wars Detours was basically done by the people that do Robot Chicken.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I remember
they
that.
did a number of like stop motion animated funny shorts.
He applied for the Galactic Star Cruiser, went to his first interview. Fingers crossed. We know how we're getting on now.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
employee discounts.
Sneaking us through the trash compactor.
Yeah, sneaking us through this trash compactor. I would totally do
that. That's gonna be a Winchester story. You know, he'll go up to a guest. Hey, I have somebody I need to store in your room. Ryan, come on.
It's a rebel spy. Hurry, get in here.
It's a rebel spy.
And it'll fit right along with the storylines too. Nobody will ever know.
Yeah. You just got
put a boss mask
Ryan.
on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I mean, wonder if you could just dress up in complete character and be like, "Oh, I'm here for my shift."
You have several of the vests for rides.
I don't think those vests would fit me. They're for my kids. He said he could get us $2 off.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Oh my lord!
I won't invite
we're all in now.
Yeah, I mean, $2 off those. That's $2 off.
$2 you get to save.
$2
That's not even a bottle of water.
Travel insurance.
Come on, go now. $2 off. Anyways, all right. So, next week. Oh, I thought there was
the fact that Vance Cope, I guess, put on there that they already visited Mustafar in the What Ifs during the Watcher Ultron fight.
Yes,
I saw some clips on that where they were speculating that.
Oh.
Yes, it's in one of the backgrounds when the Watcher and the Ultron are fighting. They're like going through different dimensions.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Oh wow, going back there. He said that the Starbucks will turn off their mobile orders 10 minutes after they open because of the influx. Did you see people fighting over those Starbucks tumblers?
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
We actually were there on Saturday the 2nd, and oh my! I told my wife because we started out at Hollywood Studios. Imagine that. And and then we went over it to Epcot because we were gonna kind of work our way over it. They literally told us that the park hopping to go to Magic Kingdom was shut down. Like you would not be able to do it unless you had a reservation. Well, I went on my phone and of course booked us a reservation so we could get in because she wanted to go find one of those Loungefly backpacks that she was looking for. And of course we get there and everything is cleared out.
Oh yeah.
We go in through the new store, the Creation Shop at Epcot, and they had a bunch of stuff there. We ended up getting some of the special pins they had. that were sold, at the event. They had a ton of that stuff over there, but of course, no Loungefly backpacks anywhere to be found.
Hand soap?
But
they just.
Oh. No, I did not buy the hand soap thing because just like I don't know if you guys have seen it where they started it out with one price and then it went to another price and then it went to another price.
Oh,
yeah, there were people actually finding them where they were peeling the sticker off that has the price label on it, and I don't know how much you paid for yours, Ryan, but it was like $14.99. They peeled the sticker off. The sticker on top of it was $19.99, but they peeled it back and it said $14.99. So Disney started catching on, I guess, to all the scalpers out there. That were picking them up and slamming them on eBay, so they started jacking the prices up.
It was like $14. It was $14.99, but then I got a discount, so it was like,
yeah, their newly priced is $19.99. So there was a lot of stuff that they were repricing and increasing. Something that was like $110 that they repriced at $150. Yeah, so it was.
That soap was
kind of crazy.
Yeah, I remember people talking about it a long time ago, before the 50th, not a long time ago, but months ago. And they were like, "Yeah, it's only $10, and you can put your own soap in it. You don't have to keep buying them." Yeah,
they're $19.99.
They're not very difficult to use though, so be sure to read the instructions on how to use them.
It's my fault.
Made for good comedy.
Yeah. And I thought about getting one of those because the kids stole it. It's in the kids' bathroom now, and I can't use the Mickey soap.
Wow.
They're washing their hands.
I went in there to use it in their bathroom, and there was peanut butter and jelly all over it, and I'm like,
what have you done to Mickey?
Yeah, I did say that. It's like, what did you do to the Mickey soap? Anyways, all right, this has been fun. Next time we'll have our trip report from Galactic Star Cruiser.
No.
Were you really?
No.
Oh, well, I thought maybe you're having somebody on, like one of the.
No, it doesn't open until March 1st.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't open until next year. I forgot.
We're having Josh tomorrow on to talk about it.
I got you. Yeah. But I could just close my eyes and go into a dark room and pretend for free that I was in space.
Ray, did you get the Galactic? Oh gosh, I can't even talk. Galaxy's Edge game for your Oculus?
I have not. I know they just released a new one. Yeah, have you been playing?
I thought about getting it, but I've read some reviews that are like it's super short and it's like that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I might. I mean, we got all the Vader Immortal.
I heard those were short too.
VRs, and they're really but they're super cool. And there's a dojo where you can go into the dojo and you can do all these. You can kind of do these wave fights with like droids and stuff. And if you start to unlock stuff, then you unlock lightsabers inside the game. And my son's fantastic at it, so we've unlocked Darth Maul's lightsaber and Kylo Ren's lightsaber and all of that. Yeah. And it's really well done. ILM X Lab did, I think, both.
Those are like $10 a piece,
really cool.
I think, the episodes.
Nice.
Something like that. Or maybe it's 20.
The Vader one might be a little expensive, something like that. But a lot of times they run deals. Coming up on Black Friday, they might do a deal where they package all 3 episodes together for like
I would
$20
do that,
or something like that. Yeah.
Nice. Try it.
But I heard that the Galaxy's Edge. I think part of the reason why we were like holding off is that we didn't want any like spoilers for Bland. Which at this point we haven't been yet, So
I don't think you will.
But I heard that the main storyline is short, but then there's lots of like little side quests and like little things you can do, which are pretty fun. So
you gotta pay extra for those.
Yeah.
You probably do. You probably do.
Waiting a light.
$3.99.
Yeah.
Plus.
Somebody else just posted that they waited 7 hours today to get a room. Finally got one. There's 3 of them going. Galaxy class suite is $7,400 plus 86 DVC points.
I'll be really interested when people start going, if they start to. Was it worth it? Do you feel like you really experienced something so amazing that you can't vacation for the next 2 to 3 years? But I don't know.
It's all about being first for a lot of these things.
Yeah,
It's been
I had
2
thought
days
of
at
that.
Galaxy's
People,
Edge, and
yeah.
it's been 2 days on the Galactic Star Cruiser instead of buying your 16-year-old kid a car.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I want to go
for themselves.
I want to go to Galaxy's once it starts. I just want to go to Galaxy's Edge
Sneak on.
and watch all the people. No, watch all the people coming off the transport ships or whatever, and seeing if they're really having like more fun than the people that are already there. Like, are they actually getting to do different stuff on Galaxy's Edge, or is it just they're just coming to Galaxy's Edge just like everybody else, doing the rides and then leaving?
Well, from what I heard, some of the interview stuff I've seen is they're going to have specific activities that only the people that are off the Star Cruiser are able to do in Galaxy's Edge.
So you just follow one of those groups behind them. You can see it all.
But like what though? I mean, there's no like.
It's probably the play
ride or anything that's like specifically. Oh, only these people can go on the ride. It's
I've heard a lot of it's
like interactive stuff.
It's going to be on the Play app that they have in there that you can do.
It's just again, I mean, $6,000 to play a special app on your phone.
Disney, if you're listening, which I know you are, prove us wrong. Send us all to Galaxy's Edge.
We'll pump it up
for free, or we'll pump it up, and then we'll, you can prove us wrong. I'm sure JPEG's listening. He always does.
Oh yeah.
He calls me after every episode.
Apparently, you're not telling him the right things.
Get me, iamGEEK.
He's still making poor decisions.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man.
Anyway, y'all staying up late?
What?
For Muppets Haunted Mansion. It comes out tomorrow.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, is that dropping
it's
midnight?
Tomorrow. I'm excited about it.
I don't want any spoilers, so I might have to.
No,
I don't think I'm stand for it.
Yeah,
I've already seen it. Kermit the Frog dresses up as Miss Piggy.
Hey, it's all inclusive.
What? Thanks a lot.
Hey-ho.
Good night, everybody. Oh man, Vance, Winchester, whoever else is on, just hiding in the background. Thank you for chatting with us, for watching us be crazy. Make sure you check out Kyber Curators, everything, and join the group. We have fun. We want to keep building that group, don't we, Shaun?
Yeah, I definitely want to. So that way, we can keep funding, trips for Ryan to go on. So that way, you come up with even more ideas.
Yeah.
I always look forward to seeing what you come up with, man, because some of the stuff you've made has just been amazing.
I'm trying. If I had more time, if this was my full-time thing, I'd be pumping crystals out left and right. But it's hard to do, especially with the way our summer, as Chris can tell you, the way our summer has gone. It's been crazy, with family stuff and everything. But yeah, now for those watching and listening, we don't have a ton of money. The only reason I've been to Disney the past couple times is because of work stuff, and it just happened to be in the same city, and we had an annual pass. And we have a relative that works for Disney, so we can stay with them for free.
He's online constantly.
Coincidence.
He's online constantly looking for other conventions that he has to go to.
They haven't even been my conventions.
Adult diaper convention? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I trophy husband. I get to tag along. Anyways, thank you,
we
Vance.
definitely want to build that group up, so we can get that. Because I'm telling you, there's a bunch of you guys out there that have a lot of stuff available, and the whole point of the group was to help you guys to be able to get your stuff out there to people, and I see people all the time on other group pages asking about Kyber, so I'm trying to direct more and more of them there. So if anybody that's watching, listening, or anything that's part of the group, man, if you know anybody that's interested in Kyber, definitely send them that way, because we literally have photo albums with all the Kybers that you guys have created and links to your pages for your stores to be able to pick them up at. So I've put a lot of time into this for you guys, and I just want to be able to get it out to as many people as possible for y'all.
Thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm sure everybody else does too.
Yeah.
But yeah, more Kybers coming in the future. Hopefully that train keeps rolling. I can just keep creating because I love doing it. I love making them. Yep. And I'm going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get it worked out. I'm going to be on your YouTube show or the Kyber Curator show. We filmed it. It didn't work out. My people said, no, you got to cut all that. You said too much. We just had some audio issues. So we're going to redo that soon, hopefully.
Yes.
Now that stuff's settling down, we'll redo that. And then we'll have more stuff to show you too on there. So it'll be fun. I like talking to you, Shaun, because I can show you my crystals and you get excited about it. Mm-hmm. I show it to these guys and they're like, oh, another one of those, huh?
Oh, excuse me, I have to go back to Hot Topic.
Ryan's pretty rough.
Made another one of those. And what's really funny is our mother, who she's living here now with us. When she's talking to other people, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, Ryan makes crystals," and they're like, "What is he doing?"
Put them on your forehead.
And I'm like, "Kyber crystals, it's from Star Wars. It's a thing. It's not a drug or weird crystals that change your moods.
Get your chakra flowing.
Cool mushroom. Well, hello there. I hate to say it, but we're about to wrap up.
Rewind and watch.
Welcome.
Let us know.
Yeah, rewind and watch. It's a fun time. I don't know who you are, Cool Mushroom, but you must be cool. Thank you. I love the Obi-Wan reference. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Good night, everybody, and we'll be seeing you next week. Now it's time for the guys to talk.
Bye.